Hi guys and welcome to HansionSean. Now my name is Sean, the host of all the videos that we've made since all the previous videos yet. And today we'll be talking about the French Revolution. But I'm gonna split it into two parts. Part 1 is today. Part 1, Revolution! Let's get started. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, the French Revolution. France, one of the beautiest and also prettiest nations in the whole wide world. Whole wide world, yeah, it's exactly. It has a nice cultural disparity. And now we're gonna talk about the marriage. We're gonna start at the time of the marriage of Prince Louis the 16th, and the marriage of Marie Antoinette. And yeah, the Princess Austrian Marie Antoinette. Now, Marie Antoinette was pretty. However, Louis was pretty ugly with a lot of freckles on him, which made him look a bit like nerds with bogles on them. Now, on the wedding day, here's a tradition that was historically accurate. On the wedding day, everyone who attends the royal marriage is supposed to watch the king and queen, the prince and princess, go into bed. And it is rumored to say that the King Louis the 15th, said to his son, King Louis the 16th, "You better give us an heir, you fat, ill-bred boy." Nighty-night. That's all. That was a rumor. And then later because of that, Louis XVI was freaked out. Now, Marie Antoinette did not like Louis XVI at all. Their parents arranged this marriage. And one time, she was even glad that Mozart even asked Marie and her to marry him. Now, yes, the real Mozart asked Marie Antoinette to marry him. Now, Marie Antoinette was about to say yes, but then she remembered her engagement, also the kind of marriages between her father with the King of France, future King of France. Yeah, I just believe that King Louis the 16th will be a great emperor. King. Now this was when some bride. Now there was loads of taxes. First, France had got into a lot of debt because of the 7 Years' War, because they lost the war of the 7 Years' War. And that's not it. And then they tried to get revenge back. Louis XVI, his first acts was to take revenge on Britain by financing the American Revolution against the British. And then George Washington was like, hey, thank you for the support. So I will never forget what you've done to us, Louis. Glad I can help, but about the money, when can I get it back? George Washington bye-bye, chums. Good luck for ya. And King Louis was like, oh no. Oh no, yeah. Oh yeah, now they were in much more debt than ever. Yeah, a lot more debt. Now, I just have to say that all of this debt was one of the causes of the revolution. Now, some say that the French Revolution was started because of natural disaster and the taxes. Now, the tax was giving a lot of bread to the wealthy people, and there was also this Estates General. All of these states, there are 3 estates, has 1 vote. Now, the 2 first estates always outvotes the first estate. The third estate say that first and second estate are a bunch of poo-poo heads. The second and first estates will outvote them by 2 votes to 1. And when taxing the poor, all in favor of the first 2 estates, 2 votes against 1 of the estates, against 1 vote. The third estates. So yeah, they had to give all of their bread and also have to work a year for the landowner with no pay. That's so harsh. But however, they didn't even get any food. However, this was the start of revolution. Bakeries were raided, and then there was a lot of money stolen. And then later, their first raiding was in a hotel, a medical hospital with guns. The good news, they got a lot of guns. The bad news is they did not find any gunpowder. The good thing is they knew where exactly to find it. The Bastille. Now the Bastille is a fortress, which used to be a fortress. But then became a prison cell. And the leader of the Bastille, a governor, was like, when the revolution asked for gunpowder, he was like, no way! And then later he was killed, and then his head was cut off and raised onto a pike. And which was like, King Louis XVI was like, yeah, worrying, but he said, not to worry! And he just ran away. Some people say he even had a Porsche, but Porsches did not exist then. Yeah, all of these things were like pretty nice and stuff, and all of these things I just said are just the beginning. Just the beginning, yeah. Napoleon Bonaparte, now he was one Napoleon Bonaparte who had to control the crowd, but not yet. Now, certain states was like 98% of the population, so they just set up their own government. First, they made the National Assembly, but then King Louis XVI could not do anything about it, so they were, King Louis XVI has locked them all out of their building. What are they gonna do about it? I'm on King Louis' side now. And then we're gonna probably find another building, which is not locked. King Louis XVI will like, oh no! And later they did find a locked building. It was a tennis court. It was an indoor tennis court, just down the road at the locked building. And they made the tennis court off, saying that they would not stop meeting until the King Louis XVI will pledge into their advice. Now, all of this would be nice, but however, the meetings were like a lot of stuff. Now, and then one guy named Robespierre Maximilian was like wanted a punishment for no matter what class they are in, a quick, painful one. And then a guy named Guillotine made up this idea. The guillotine. With a heavy blade pulls down a rope. I'm sorry, this is how it works. First, a man is put into like a lock of his head. And then somebody pulls the rope and a heavy blade goes down him and cuts the head off. Which is unpretty, I have to say for myself. Yeah. Unpretty for myself, yeah. All this is unpretty. And no matter what, there was loads of blood, and also there is lots of heads. A lot of heads that I do not even want to talk about. It just makes me vomit. Cut that out, editors. Feeling much better. Okay, I just vomited a bit in myself. Yeah, just thinking of the heads. Oh, not again. No. Oh yeah. Okay. Now all these things that I just talked about is just the beginning of this stuff, and all of these things I just want to say is that controlled by the peasantry and all of this 98% of the population. And there was a lot of revolution, and then there was loads and loads of stuff. But then King Louis XVI was about to be killed, but then Marie Antoinette was like, women started trying to kill Marie Antoinette in the Bastille, which is exactly 20 kilometers away from Paris. So Marie Antoinette barely escapes through a secret passageway in her bedroom, and King Louis XVI has to go into the open ground, and he was told to march to Paris and live there forever. And later I will see in the next episode of how he will be. I'm not going to spoil it, but I'm going to say REPRESSED. We'll catch you in the next episode. Until then, please subscribe, hit the like button, and also hit the share button to all, so you can share to all of the other people, and also hit the little bell icon or notification, so you'll be notified on when every video will be uploaded. And I'll see you in the next video. ShenSean out. Then zoom.